Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm James Schaefer. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In top stories sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community, learn more at nevadahand.org. With a deteriorated barrel with the skeletal remains of a long-dead shooting victim surfacing at Lake Mead National Recreational Area this month, and other human remains discovered in the last couple of weeks, we asked if these grim discoveries could be a callback from Las Vegas's dark past. Review Journal's Renee Summerhour has more on the possible mob ties. Renee?
James, according to Jeff Schumacher, the vice president of exhibits and programs at the Mob Museum, these findings definitely have the signature of the way in which the mob would operate, but the reality could be as murky as the water where the man's body was found. With the identification of the man still a mystery, he said, it's too early to say how the body ended up trapped in a barrel underwater in a grave for decades. As lake levels recede, more bodies could emerge, but Schumacher said that those would likely be accidental drowning victims who, quote, don't come back up, rather than the work of criminals.
It's too early to tell. It's reminiscent of a mob hit, but the mob would usually not operate like that. They would do their dirty work outside of Las Vegas because they were looking for legitimacy, and a bad headline in the newspaper would not look good on them.
Meanwhile, detectives have been searching missing persons reports describing efforts in identifying the body as an uphill battle. Police also say there was no indication of foul play on the second set of skeletal remains that were found this month at Colville Bay. James?
In other news, a busy piece of road will be closed for 28 hours this weekend. Crews will shut down the intersection of Las Vegas and Charleston Boulevards at 2 a.m. Sunday and reopen it at 6 a.m. Monday. The work is part of a $125 million rehabilitation of Las Vegas Boulevard. And the Metropolitan Police Department welcomes its newest officers. Sheriff Lombardo presided at an academy graduation ceremony at the Orleans for 46 new recruits from a wide variety of backgrounds.
I've made really lasting friendships in the class that I know I'll carry over for the rest of my life. Some of the people that I've leaned on the most, I've also been able to help them along the way, so I'm very thankful for the group that I've been with.
The new officers speak nearly 24 languages, including Spanish, Tagalog, and Vietnamese. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every blooming thing. Looking at our overnight lows, we'll be getting down to 64 degrees. Clear skies through till Saturday morning. No high winds, which is a nice change of pace. On to your weekend, say hello to triple-digit temps on Sunday. Clear skies over the weekend with 72 degrees. Seems to be the lucky number as it will follow us from Monday to Wednesday as our low. And winds will be coming back Thursday as we dip back down to the 80s for our high temp. In business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. Portions of the Vegas Loop transit system should come online next year. LVCVA President and CEO Steve Hill says the system will open in sections starting with the resort corridor. Permits have been submitted to connect the system to places like the Westgate and Allegiant Stadium. And Clark County opens a fund to encourage developers to build affordable housing. The $160 million Community Housing Fund is designed to help finance housing projects for households with low or moderate income. County Commission Chairman Jim Gibson says the fund will help address the rising cost of purchasing or renting a home in Southern Nevada. In lifestyle, sponsored by Visit Laughlin, an easygoing getaway filled with good food, good people, and good times on the river. It's a birthday party for the city of Las Vegas, and this year, everyone's invited. The Las Vegas Days Parade, which marks the city's founding in 1905, will take place this Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. on 4th Street downtown. The parade will be followed by a festival on Centennial Plaza. Also coming this weekend, the first total lunar eclipse of 2022. Here in Las Vegas, if you look to the south-southeast on Sunday, the moon will turn red starting at 7:31 p.m. and ending at 11:50 p.m. Now, if you miss this total eclipse, don't worry. There will be another one in November.
Sports brought to you by Station Casino's STN Sports. Download the app today. Raiders wide receiver Bryan Edwards is headed to Atlanta. The Silver and Black traded the 3-year wide receiver and are also sending a 2023 7th-round pick to Atlanta, and in return are getting the Falcons' 2023 5th-round pick. In his short time with the Raiders, Edwards caught 45 passes for 764 yards and 4 touchdowns, including the 34 catches he had last year for 571 yards and 3 touchdowns. Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Pipe, Tribal Smoke, and Cigar Shop. The NFL Week 1 lines are up at sportsbooks, and the Raiders are consensus 4-point underdogs at the Chargers, and the total is 52. The Rams are 1-point favorites over the Bills in the NFL's September 8th season opener on Thursday Night Football. The Buccaneers are 2.5-point favorites over the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football, and the Broncos are 3.5-point favorites over the Seahawks on Monday Night Football, and Denver quarterback Russell Wilson's return to Seattle.
In health, sponsored by Boulder City Hospital, we're here for you when you need us. It's a battle between firefighters and police officers for a very worthy cause. The North Las Vegas Police and Fire Departments are holding their first Battle of the Badges blood drive May 23rd at the Aliante Resort. Donors are asked to schedule an appointment at redcrossblood.org and use the code NLVBOTB. And AT&T is rolling out an upgrade designed to make it easier for first responders to find wireless callers who dial 911. The company says a new Locate Before Route feature uses GPS instead of cell towers to find people who call 911 on a mobile device. The upgrade is expected to launch in Nevada by June. In entertainment, there's a new pizzeria for those who like their pies with a side of horror. Sliced Pizza on Industrial Road offers New York-style pies along with arcade games and a decor that screams horror movies.
I've been a huge fan of horror my whole life. Back in New York, I actually, me and my sister together would throw these pretty insane underground Halloween parties every year. So I figured, you know what, we'd put a little spin on pizza, make it black, make it scary.
Their signature dish is the murder pie, which gets its black dough from charcoal powder. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have a Roku device, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here on Monday for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.